in the morning, I like to relax a little bit before getting ready for the day. Depends on how much time I have. So sometimes I'll grab myself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, turn on the TV, and snuggle up on my couch and just give myself some time to relax before starting my day. Then I'll head to the bathroom and start my morning routine, like brush my teeth and wash my face. Today I wanted to do a mask. I like to do masks about 2 to 3 times a week, depending, either at night or in the morning. And because I love masks so much, I decided to subscribe to this subscription service, which they give you 9 to 11 masks, and they're for your hair, for your feet, for your skin, for your face, for everything that you can think of. And I absolutely love them, and it's called Mask Maven. This is a great option for me because my skin tends to be sensitive, so I can't use the same product on it all the time. I have to change it up every single, I want to say, like month or so. So I like trying different masks, and they're just so soothing, and they have all different kinds of masks so that you can take care of your skin. And I believe in taking care of your skin because it's gonna last you for a long time. So after that, I'll just go ahead and put on some contacts. And now it's time to head on to my glam room to start my makeup and outfit. I always get a lot of compliments from you guys saying that I have great skin, and I have to thank all the products that I use, and I love trying different ones. So this is another subscription service that is called the BB Bag from Boutique Monthly. And what I love about this subscription service is that they actually give you 6 to 8 full-size products each month. So I'm going to use the cream that came inside of my bag, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face to moisturize it. Then I'm going to grab a concealer, and this is going to help prime my eyeshadow. So if you guys don't have eyeshadow primer, just use a concealer that you have, and it's going to help really make the colors pop on your eyes. So I like to actually set it with a base color, and this is really going to enhance all of the colors. So before it starts creasing on my eye, I'm just going to apply that all over my lid, and I'm using this little palette from Wet n Wild. Then I'm going to grab this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that to the crease of my eye because I want it to fade out. I don't want any harsh lines when I apply this eyeshadow. Since it is a little bit creamier, it's from Colourpop, it's called Boy Band, and I absolutely love it, but I noticed that it's hard to blend. So what I like to do is on the crease, I just add another color to help it transition into the color on top. This also came inside of my Boutique Monthly bag, so I decided to use it because it's so pretty. It reminds me of fall because it's gold, and with my finger I'm going to apply the shimmer onto my eye, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I'm so glad that I decided to use it because it really made my eyeshadow pop. Now I'm going to use a winged eyeliner. This one is from Maybelline, and I love felt tips. Using this darker eyeshadow, I'm going to apply that to the bottom of my eyelid. If you use a pencil eyeliner and it tends to smudge on the bottom of your eyes and you're constantly having to get rid of it, I highly recommend switching to an eyeshadow instead of a pencil, like a black eyeshadow on the bottom, just like I applied it here. That way you can avoid all of that mess. And now it's time to apply some eyelashes. Lately I've been really into eyelashes for some reason. The ones I'm using right now are from Kiss. And now let's move on to our foundation. I don't normally wear a liquid foundation, but I really have been loving this one since I feel like it's not thick on my face, and it's so light that I don't even feel it. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face and down my neck too, because you don't want to have a mask just in case it doesn't match perfectly to your skin tone. And I'm going to grab that same concealer that I was using earlier for my eyelid as a primer, and I'm going to apply that to the bottom of my eyes, and it's really going to brighten up that area. The technique that I like to use with a brush is to almost dab it on instead of buffing it in. That way it's going to make sure that it stays on your eye underneath and it's not going to look cakey. Now I'm going to grab the Rimmel translucent powder, and I'm going to add a lot of powder on the bottom and then remove the rest by kind of buffing it out and then applying whatever is left over on my brush on the rest of my face. That way you don't have cake face. And I'm just checking to see if there's any spots that doesn't have the powder because I tend to get really oily. So I just want to make sure that I set it all in before I move on to the next step. Now let's apply some of this mascara. It's my favorite. I think I've used this mascara in every single tutorial, to be honest, but it's one of my favorites because it just gives you so much volume, especially to your lower lashes. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using this Ardell palette, and I really love this brush. It comes with a brush and a spoolie at the end as well, which makes it a lot easier to fill in those eyebrows. To contour my face, I'm using this from Wet n Wild, and I really like the color. Unlike other bronzers that I've used, I noticed that it doesn't make my face look muddy. I like to add it to the bottom of my cheekbones to really give you that chiseled look, as well as my temples, around my face, and my jawline. On the apples of my cheeks, I'm going to dab a little bit of this Milani blush, and it's called Dolce Pink, which is really cute. And on my lips, I'm going to be using Colourpop's Ultra Matte Lip Sticks, and these are amazing. They last forever. This one is in the shade More Better, and you have to be a little careful with this one because they're extremely long lasting. And we are done with our makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look because I certainly liked it a lot and received so many compliments when I wore this out. Moving on to our hair, I just decided to put it up since I was thinking of wearing a scarf since it got a little bit chilly outside. So just have it up to keep it out of my face. Inside of my glam room, I have like my makeup station where I have my little office and also a space for my clothes. So this is the other side of my glam room. I do have a glam room tour if you guys are interested, by the way. If I do take long to get ready, it's mostly because I'm sitting in front of the mirror dancing and singing. I can't help it. I love listening to music while getting ready. It gets me so pumped for whatever it is I'm doing. And yeah, so I usually can't decide what to wear and my room becomes a huge mess. I feel like when I clean it, it looks all nice and clean, and then afterwards it's just like a tornado came through. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who has it like that. And then if you follow me on Snapchat, you know how many outfits I go through before I actually walk out the door, which doesn't really make any sense. But as a girl, I always overthink every situation, like, is it going to be cold? Is it going to be windy? And in this case, even though I really loved the last outfit, it was going to be a bit chilly, and I knew that my back was going to be cold. So I was like, dang it, I have to get something else instead. I just got these boots from Shoe Dazzle and I'm obsessed. The gold detailing is beautiful and I love that they're knee-high. And these jeans are from Fashion Nova. My denim shirt is from Just Fab, extremely comfortable. And my scarf is from H&M. Please tell me I'm not the only girl who spends 20 minutes trying to decide on a purse because I always have to match it to my outfit. Well, at least most of the time I do. If I'm not in a big hurry, I like to take my time. But that is all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, muchos besos. Mwah.